Go.
All is welcome.
Ready? You're the one that gotta be ready, boy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, Hackensack! Please give me this opportunity to introduce myself to you. I'm the Tristate bigmouth, and for all the right reasons, they call me the Tristate bigmouth. As you can tell, I have a really loud, big mouth that loves to run from time to time. So please give me some patience and give me this opportunity to make you laugh tonight.
Sounds so low.
It started off as I was walking into the bar, and there's some truth behind this. I find a very attractive, beautiful woman standing by the staircase. And of course, like every beautiful, attractive woman, there's about 5 men behind her. I walk up to her and I say hi, and 5 men walk up to me. He goes, "The fuck you looking at, bro?" Now, of course, being that my mathematics skills aren't the best in the world, 5 against 1 is never going to be in my favor. I go to the man, "Oh, I'm looking at you, puppy. Who else would I be looking at?" But something you gotta know about me, the Tri-State Big Mouth, I'm the most perverted motherfucker on the planet. Let me tell you this one thing. I'm probably the only guy who was born at the late age from my mother, at the age of 50, all 13 pounds, 7 ounces, a beast of me. Now, I got kicked out of the hospital for being perverted. For one, when I was born, the doctor spanked me and I liked it, and I kept begging him to spank me some more. I mean, we all got fetishes, so what if mine began when I was a toddler? And my mom got kicked out of the hospital. Then, growing up a little further up, I got my mom kicked out of the church for being perverted. Apparently you can't touch the priest if it's consented, but when he touches the choir boy and it's not consented, then it's legal, by God. Well, things like that happen for a reason. And that's where you get me from, being so perverted. Now, unfortunately for me, I didn't lose my virginity the way I planned to a beautiful woman, like any other person would. I was very unlucky. I lost my virginity in prison the same way everybody in prison loses their virginity. To stack up 5 men as it was being passed around like a cigarette butt in a frat house. Unfortunately for me, I lost my virginity to a guy named Elephant. Try to envision that in the back of your head. It is as terrible as it sounds, but there's positive reactions from that. One, I'll never be constipated ever again. Unfortunately, I'll never enjoy the possibility of any fart. It just feels like wind coming out of a cave. We had to wiggle out 2 midgets who were trying to live there without rent free. I'm sorry guys, if you're gonna live up there, pay some rent. Poor midgets. And lastly, I'll never know what it feels like to sit without having a towel under you. Try to envision that in the back of your head. Now, as for myself, I have a TV show in mind that I like to do. And if you'd give me this opportunity to tell you about it, I'm working on it. It's a prank jackass themed show. I'm called the Tri-State Big Mouth, but we're gonna call it something from New Jersey. We haven't figured out what yet, but we're gonna be doing pranks. Like in the show, I'm gonna be doing a letter to Bill Cosby, for example, where I start out the letter by telling him, I wanna put 4 NyQuils in your drink, wait for you to pass out, and get you in my arms and sway you with the wind. I'm gonna do other pranks, like getting Jennifer Lopez's number and asking her how much plastic surgery it took to make that ass of hers look so fake. But if you give me this opportunity, I'd like to introduce to you my second tag team partner, who's gonna be helping me out doing some sketches. And again, if you'd like to add me on YouTube, it's called Tri-State Big Mouth. Please give me a warm welcome as I present to you my buddy, Mario.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hackensack.
Don't walk away, stay over here. We were supposed to be fucking promoting the thing. All right. Now, me and him are going to be doing some webisodes, and we're going to be throwing them at you. Comedy Unlimited, Hudson County.
You said I can't touch you.
You're not supposed to touch me, but I had a couple of drinks, and now this is happening. Don't make it weird. Don't just let it happen. Just let it happen.
I'm keeping you warm.
Exactly. Makes sense.
We're just cuddling with each other. What's the big deal?
But yeah.
Any big deal, people?
Actually, Razik over here must be the most diesel motherfucker I ever met in my life. I was in a cab with him one day, and one of the first things he says to me is, I lost my virginity in prison. That's a fucking conversation starter, holy shit. Usually people are like, hi, my name is, nice to meet you. Now, I've been homeless, I've lived in the projects, but that Muslim man said one of the hoodest things I've ever fucking heard in my life. Also, these speakers are very upset with me. I'm gonna go over here now. Because they don't like me. They don't like me at all. They're fucking hissing at me and saying, shh, fuck you, speaker. What did I do to you? Nothing. But yeah, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to hit it up with some kind of Last Comic Standing meets fucking Jersey Shore. Going around doing sets. I've been doing it for like 9 years. I'm gonna run around and just fuck up and act ratchet shit. Maybe like hit up a couple of parties. The last one we went to, we weren't recording, but God, I wish we were fucking recording. Last Sunday, I'm out there doing a set, and I got attacked by like a fucking gaggle of Mexicans. They just came up at me, because I cracked a joke about the one girl's ass. And all I said was the girl had a nice ass. I've never seen someone so angry about such a thing. She was like, motherfucker, who would say that to a woman? I just did. The speakers are so mad at me. All right, I'm gonna hold it like this. I don't know if you guys get a lot of talkers, more singers. I'm gonna hold it at a distance. Maybe at this angle it'll be a little bit better. Is this how it rocked in like prison and shit like that? You just have to tilt it out. And then just fucking pretend it wasn't happening. Yeah, that makes sense, Everybody's needed the money at one point. Everybody's done things that they're not proud of.
A couple of times.
Continue, tell me about these times.
Well, for example, people, I have a warning for you guys. Hanging out with Latinos, you're gonna eat a hell of a lot. And you're gonna fight a hell of a lot more. Like my bodyguard is a Puerto Rican female. If you know how Puerto Rican females act, trust me, I can tell by hanging out with a certain somebody. We don't want to point fingers or mention names. I seen him physically almost get stabbed not once, but 3 times in one night, pepper sprayed, and I almost got my ass kicked by the same people. Now, also, I wanted to bring the fact, I forgot to mention that my uncle was a goat herder in Arabia. Now, if you know how that works, he's the pimp of the Middle East. You know how that works, baby.
Oh, I'm supposed to get in on that? I honestly know nothing about fucking goats in the Middle East. I'm gonna go with it anyway. Why not? Fucking, it's bad. But yeah, that's some wild shit. That's some wild shit. I was actually in the army for a while. My stepbrother's in the army too. He's doing infantry, but that's not what I was fucking with. I wasn't fucking with infantry. That's too much. I went for like OCS, like officer candidacy school. I got my bachelor's and I'm like, hey man, I want to work in an office and get paid a lot. But my stepbrother's like, I want a gun and I want to fucking kill people. He's like, all right, cool man. Now he's trying to escalate it. He actually did a year deployment in Bahrain in a combat zone. And that's not fucking crazy enough for this dude.
Go finish.
He wants to go out. And I swear to fucking Christ, they have these like soldiers for hire mercenary cats. He wants to go out and do that shit. Like get paid by governments to do shit they don't want their soldiers to do. There's not a word for that kind of fucking crazy. This dude's out of his mind. Oh shit, there's recording, right? Josh, you're a crazy motherfucker. Now the internet knows. Now I love him. I love that little fucking psychotic son of a bitch. He's like 5'2" of rage. He's the Danny DeVito of fucking Latinos. In Hoboken, there was a guy who tried to hit him with a car. And he was talking about it, and he was talking about how he fucked this cat up, and he was afraid he was gonna die. And then he said it to me, and he was like, man, because I didn't want to go to the police because I was gonna get in trouble. I was like, if somebody tries to kill you, and you beat the shit out of them, I don't think you're the one going to jail. I mean, I don't know that much about the law, but I think that's one of the rules. No one can kill you. I like how fucking quiet everybody is. That's fantastic. I understand it's a library. Let's go. Let's be quiet. Let's listen. Thank you to the two of you. Thank you for being so vocal, so smiley. What's your name? Ashwin. Ashwin? Did I say that right? I tried my fucking best on that shit. I was like, Ashwin, I can do this, Ashwin. We're in it together, Ashwin.
You can, buddy.
What's your job?
I work in a restaurant as a server.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What do you do in the restaurant?
As a server, I told you.
Oh, as a server. Sorry. You know what? I'm fucking hammered. There's more poison in my system right now, Ashwin. You have no fucking idea. Forget Cloud 9. I went out to Cloud fucking 11. My brother Javier is a cook. He works in the Hyatt and shit like that. Me and him share an apartment. That's my younger brother. You're a cook?
Sonny.
Sonny? Ashwin and Sunny. All right, that's cool. I like that. What's your name? Kerplunk and Bob. That's fucking great. Fuck us cracking jokes. You should be here cracking jokes. Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it. I like it. I barely have an erection at all. I'm not that excited about it. Honestly, gay jokes. It depends on where you are with gay jokes, and I have to be careful with gay jokes. And the reason I know that is because I went in Manhattan the one day, and I was cracking a bunch of gay jokes, and then I went into the bathroom, and all of a sudden it was no fucking joke. This guy came up to me with his dick. He's like, "So we're gonna do this?" I was like, "No!" Oh my god! I was kidding! All of the bass came out of my voice. I was the bitch for the first time in my life. You don't know fear until a man comes at you, dick in hand. Then all of a sudden you're scared.
Trust me, I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to do that.
Just give me flashbacks, why don't you?
This nigga's in Nam and shit. The balls are in the trees, the balls are in the trees. But yeah, no, it was fucking awful, and I'm gonna go to hell, and I deserve it, I really do. But not for that, for like other shit that I've done. My one boy, Danny, he's fucking hilarious, alright? So Danny decided it was a good idea to get a blowjob, right? By ShopRite. This 32nd and Union City, they have this big ass fucking supermarket, and there's a little really cheap movie theater underneath it that's almost always empty. So he's getting a head wop, and there's like 2 feet between him and the railing. So this girl's going down, giving him dome, and he fucking busts and pops over the railing, which is no fucking small feat, because that's 2.5 feet. That's Olympic fucking nut distance. If you paid me $30, I could not come 2.5 feet. Danny does it. By accident. It flies, he gets distance. It goes, it's good, it lands on the back of somebody's fucking neck. So the guy screams at the top of his lungs, "Did somebody spit on me?" Thinking it was spit from his mouth. That's not what happened. So this guy, keep in mind, this is a 6'3", 260-pound Puerto Rican, crawls down into a little ball and army crawls out of the shop, right? Because you know he didn't want anybody to know that he come on a stranger. Now he told me this story, he was like, "Never tell anyone." Which I'm doing a really great fucking job at doing, right? Danny, I understand that you hit really hard. And I deserve it, but just remember, I did it to be funny. It was to be funny. I only got 2 laughs too, it wasn't even worth it. Yeah. Well, I'm fucking deranged, but that's not the point. Anyway, we're talking about webisodes. We're gonna be doing them live. It's Comedy Unlimited. We're gonna do off-the-wall shit. The first bit, the first fucking day, and we're doing this next Thursday. Next Thursday is the second day of shooting, because it already started. But we're gonna try to be a little debaucherous after this. This way it gets weird, you know? I'm buying pepper spray. There's a place across the street from my house called East and West. The girl who runs the sex shop is a friend of mine, Jen. It's where I go to get like my bondage tape and wooden paddles and shit like that, because, you know, in my church group I'm a saint. But yeah, so we're going over there, we're getting pepper spray, and we're gonna pepper spray each other. And he said he volunteered to pepper spray his own genitals.
Apparently I did. This is the traumatizing moment of my life, people. Apparently I'm gonna get pepper sprayed in the balls.
I'm not recording that.
I don't remember volunteering, but obviously I guess I did. I don't understand what I gotta do. What can you do with it?
Because you volunteered and alcohol's a son of a bitch. But so yeah, no, I'm gonna do it too. I'm not gonna be nude. It actually wouldn't even be the first time. When I joined my fraternity, I had to rub hot sauce on my balls. Bring milk, that's all I can say. I've actually pepper sprayed myself before too, because I'm a special kind of fucked up in the head. Right. I know this midget, which may be surprising to no one, given the fact that I've said all these things that have run out of my mouth so far. This midget named Kat. Now basically, she walks through really, really ghetto areas, and even though she's like 4'7", she fears nothing, because she's ballsy, and she's from Jersey, and she's a strong warrior midget. So she was telling me that she's got pepper spray, so she doesn't have to fear any hood rat cats, because she's got this fucking pepper spray, so she can do whatever she wants. Now I know for a fact that there are some scary motherfuckers in this world, because I've met some of them. I've chilled with some of them.
You want the whole thing, right?
So I take a pepper spray just to prove a point, just to help out Midget Cat. Trying to help you out, Midget Cat, trying to help you out. This is for you. So I took the pepper spray and I sprayed it across my own eyes. And then I just walked forward, without flinching. And I knew that could be done because correction officers do it, because my mom used to date a correction officer. And I mean, if they can do it and they're normal humans, of course I can fucking do it. And I was right. So I spray across my own eyes and I walk forward. It turns my eyes all red and shit. Now, right around the same time, my stepfather was dying of alcoholism, and he turned yellow. So my cousin John, just to be an asshole, was like, holy shit, you're red, he's yellow. If you go next to each other, one of you is gonna turn orange. Now I'm on his deathbed, and I'm by the hospital bed, and I'm looking at him, and I just start fucking laughing. And my mother and my brother, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then I look down on him, and he turns fucking orange. I swear to God, before he died, he turned fucking orange. So I'm laughing my fucking ass off. So I tell my mother and my brother, and then they start laughing. Now we have other relatives, so it's like 10 minutes of us just trying to hold our shit in while this poor dead bastard turned fucking orange. And on that positive, upbeat note, now that I'm pretty sure I've given at least that one guy anxiety disorder, rubbing his forehead and shit, what the fuck is this? It's I was kidding, man. But okay, tell me how it not is.
What?
He said what?
Some deplorable shit before, and I was joking that it caused some anxiety disorder. You said it wasn't. So tell me about yourself. Tell me your name. Are you an Aquarius? Do you like long walks on the beach?
Why, do you want to date me?
Yeah.
I don't, but I got a boy right here.
Why am I volunteering again?
His nigga just volunteered for it.
Automatically I'm volunteering for this stuff.
It's like the D Block version of eHarmony. That's what's going on right now.
You're giving me nightmares, a prison guy.
Anyway, we're gonna put this shit online, and it's gonna be me, my boy Razik, Tri-State City Big Mouth. There you go, I said it. Great, good.
Hey guys, I don't want to be called by my real name, which is Razook, because it sounds like some crackhead sneezed it out. Yeah, there you go. It's as if it sounds. Something else I gotta add. For people who say size don't matter, obviously no one has been to prison because size matters a hell of a lot in prison. I can tell you that much. It ranges from 9 inches to 16 to fire hydrant deck.
16.
I mean, it doesn't get any less than that. I wish it would. But unfortunately for people like me, who unfortunately got their ass in prison, but you know what I'm talking about, this is what happens. Now, I'm probably going to get sued for this because I'm already being sued again. But this week, we're going to do a little bit of a prank where I believe I'm going to go to a Chinese buffet and ask for a happy ending from a male manager. So please, once again, add us online or on YouTube, Tri-State Big Mouth, and I'm going to pass it back to my friend Mario. Oh, and if you have a 3-inch penis and less, you're not considered a male anymore. You're a female with an elongated clitoris. I'm sorry, I cannot be more specific than that.
Thank you, that was disturbing. It takes a lot for me to fucking say that. You're a head trip, man, you're a fucking head trip.
And that's why I'm good.
But that's okay. I'm gonna introduce a couple more people. Before that, I saw applause. I saw audience participation and applause, and you should never do that in front of me because it gets my attention. You just have to stay still, like in Jurassic Park. They just don't fucking move when the dinosaur walks by. But you move your hands, you applaud it. You want to introduce yourself? You don't have to. You don't want to.
My name is Tracy.
Tracy, what do you do, Tracy?
I work at a dry cleaners.
You work at a dry cleaners. That's a hard thing to make fun of, Tracy. It really is.
Dry.
Oh shit. That was like...
Sorry.
No, that was beautiful. That was like a dad joke and a half. Alright, well that got me, so thank you, Tracy. Nobody else laughed, but Tracy was fucking funny. It's dry, it's very dry. I work security for the projects. I do that at night, it's where my pension benefits come from, and then during the day I'm a substitute teacher, which is fucking hilarious. The government let me next to children. I look like I would eat children. You're laughing, but you look kind of sad at the same time. That's great. That's funny, but I'm concerned. Thank you, Tracy. Everybody give it up for Tracy. Tracy's a beautiful human being. Mild applause. Golf claps for Tracy. I'm sorry. No, they're escalating, Tracy. They're escalating. It's a trickle into a fountain. They love you in the back, Tracy. They do. Alright, so the rest of the introduction, I was saying, hey man, we got the Tri-State City Big Mouth. And in addition to the Tri-State City Big Mouth, it's gonna be him, it's gonna be me, Mario Antonio Medina de Jesus, which is cool, man. I have relatives that can't say all that shit. I'm just a little spicky, it's okay. And Hakeem the Dream, he's not here at the moment, but we're gonna throw him in there too, and we're gonna be posting that shit online. And it's gonna be Comedy Unlimited, it's gonna be coming at you. And if you look up just Tristate City Big Mouth, you're gonna find that on YouTube because he's got a ton of videos already.
Tristate Big Mouth.
Tri-State Big Mouth, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like what I said, but instead of being drunk, he said it right. So say it again.
Tri-State Big Mouth.
Yeah, that too. And the camera's gonna actually be a professional camera. Tell them where you got the camera from. That's fucking fantastic and funnier than anything I said tonight. She doesn't want to admit it, but it's an X camera used to film porn, which I think is fucking fantastic. So we're gonna be using a porn camera with a guy from prison. And I'm gonna be doing some of the hoodiest shit I've ever done in my life, and this is coming from a guy who grew up in Jersey City. Good night.
Thank you, Hackensack. Sorry to traumatize you tonight.